YouTube, it's me, Adrienne, finally sleeved vertically, coming to you with my 8-month surgiversary. I'm 8 months out of having my vertical sleeve gastrectomy done it was done on May 8th, 2015. My all-time highest weight was 275. I started losing weight on my own, and when I started the weight loss journey with the doctors and all that, I was 256 or 259. I can't remember now. Then my surgery weight was 216. My current weight is, drum roll please, current weight is 176. Woohoo! 176, but I can't be too geeked about that because I keep going up to 180 and back down and back to 180 and went back down. So I don't know if my body likes 180, but that's where I seem to be gravitating towards, 180. I've gotten down to 171 at one point. Now I'm going somewhere between 176 and 180, and no matter what I do, that's where I end up. I'm walking a 20-minute mile. And it could be faster too if I added a jog to it, but I tried to jog while I was walking one day, and I just had too much movement going on in places that shouldn't be too much movement going on. I had stuff flipping and flapping and clapping and while I was running, and it was just not a good feel. I didn't like it. So no, I won't be jogging. So my 20-minute mile is good enough for me right now. So that's where I am. Those are my accomplishments. 176 back to 180, 176 back to 180, 176 back to 180. It doesn't go over 180, thank God. If it did, I would have to think hard on what I was doing. Well, I probably need to think hard on what I'm doing anyway. That won't let me go back down to 171. But the summer is here, it's coming, and I'll be outside more, I'll be walking more, I'll be enjoying the fairs and the carnivals and the parks. So yeah, I'll get it back down, I'm sure. So that's where I am. It's 8 months out. It is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016. I started this journey really back in 2011. No, 2010. I started this journey back in 2010 when I first started asking about the gastric bypass through the Henry Ford system. And I went to the first interview. I went to the first group meeting. I did all that, but I chickened out and I never went through with it. That was back in 2010. I took up interest again when I realized I wasn't doing so good. I was going to Weight Watchers, medical weight loss, hired trainers, just everything to try and lose this weight, and it just would not stay off. It would come off, but it just would not stay off. Then I developed high blood pressure and diabetes and high cholesterol and neuropathy and insomnia, bladder control problems, just everything was attributed to my weight, and I knew it was time to do something. But even though I was fat and unhealthy and uncomfortable in my body, I didn't realize how fat I was because I've always loved me. And I've always thought I was beautiful, and I've always had my own style, and I've always had my own sense of self. So I was happy with the way I looked, although I didn't really know how I looked. Does that make sense? My nose is running. Hang on one second. I don't know what the deal is. Excuse me. Excuse me. That is really gross. Forgive me. So when the doctor told me that they were going to put me on insulin, I said no thank you. And he said, well, the medication is getting to the point where it's not working anymore. The pills are not working anymore. I was taking 2 different diabetes medications. Of course, the most common one, the one that started us all off on, is the metformin. I was taking that, and I was taking another little pill. Can't think of the name of it now. And I was taking that, and they were talking about putting me on insulin. And because I already have the neuropathy in my feet, my doctor had already started talking to me about amputations. Not that I needed one, but that if I didn't get my diabetes in check, and if I didn't start moving around, that they would have to cut my foot off eventually. And I thought, no, we're not going to do that. We need to think of something else to do. So that's when I went back and started my weight loss journey through the Henry Ford Medical System, which is a center of excellence in the bariatric world. And I got a vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. Carlin, and he is excellent. The whole team is excellent. I still go to the support group meetings. They have a regular Tuesday meeting every first and fourth Tuesday, and then they have the relapse meeting every second Thursday. Yeah, every second Thursday they have the relapse, and that is for people who are starting to gain weight or are not losing weight like they should be, or just to stop you in your tracks, to help you see what you're doing wrong by listening to the people that are around you. Now, there's a young lady, she's a nurse. When she comes to the meeting, she brings food every time. She brings her little lunch bag and she starts eating nuts and her protein bars and little just sugar-free candy. She brings it out and right there and starts eating it. So I asked her if she could show us, what do you have in that bag? You know, I didn't want to be rude and say, why are you bringing that to these meetings? You're making us hungry. I didn't want to say, I just simply asked her, can you show us what you have in that bag? What's in that bag? And she said, well, I could show you, but I don't feel comfortable showing you. It's because she's, and then she's complaining that she's not losing weight. But every time I see her, she's eating. Now, we have to eat to live. But if you're going to a weight loss support meeting, wouldn't you think you wouldn't want to be eating there and be the only one eating there? I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress. It's her mess, not mine. I'm living in my own mess. Yep, so that's where I am. So I'm walking a 20-minute mile. I have started walking. I go different places. I go to Belial Park off of the Detroit River. I go and I walk at the malls. I walk at a track at the Meldano track in Dearborn, or Dearborn Heights. I think it's Dearborn proper. I walk at the gym. I go to the gym and I work out. But since the weather's been so good, I want to be outside. I've always loved the outside, but I love to be outside sitting. But now I'm outside and I am moving and I love it. I did the waterfront. I did the river walk at the waterfront of downtown Detroit. I've also did the Gratiot Cut, which cuts across, goes down not underground, but pretty much. If it was a roof over it, it would be underground. But it goes under all the viaducts from Jefferson and Gratiot and all these other streets, and it goes under there. And there's some beautiful artwork painted on the walls of the viaducts. There are beautiful cars and pictures and Aztec print type paintings, and there's some graffiti, but not much graffiti, because what I'm seeing is artwork and it is beautiful, and I cannot wait to go down there and walk again. It was my first time Monday. Yesterday I went and walked before I went to work. I cannot wait to go back. Yesterday I walked my 5.5 miles. I did the half mile by mistake, but 5.5 miles with a total of 7 miles through my Fitbit throughout the whole day. But my deliberate walking, I walked 5.5 miles. I did the river walk first, and then I figured out where the Gratiot Cut was, so I walked the Gratiot Cut. Now when I go back on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, oh wait, I'm supposed to go to the gym with my youngest son tomorrow. So I probably won't go back there until Saturday, because tomorrow I'm going to the gym with my son. He's taking me to LA Fitness. Then Thursday I do the hip hop water aerobics with the Hype Athletic Center in Wayne, Michigan. I do that on Thursdays with my coworkers. It feels good. I'm inspiring people to work out, y'all. Me. I'm inspiring people to work out. I got 5 people that go swimming with me. I can't convince them to go walking with me yet, but they march with me at work when we're on. And on our off days, we can't coordinate, seems like, to go walking, but they do coordinate with me, and we go swimming every Thursday morning and every Monday evening on our off days. So we had to work yesterday, so I walked on my own and then went to work, and I was exhausted. So we weren't able to swim. But next Monday we'll swim, but this Thursday we'll swim, so we'll be doing that. But I'm actually inspiring people to work out. Who would have ever thought that I would be influencing people to do good? I've never tried to influence people to do bad, but I'm influencing people to do good, and we're out walking and we're having a good time. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am so much enjoying being active. It's the firing range. I want to do that too. One of my coworkers wants to do that on her birthday, and we're going to do that too. We're doing things that don't revolve around food now. Isn't that awesome? We used to get together just to eat and drink. Now we get together just to exercise and talk and have fun. And they don't know it yet, but we're going to get together and they're going to teach me how to dance. That's the next thing we're going to do. They are going to teach me how to dance. That's going to be fun. But anyway, all right, so I don't have anything profound to say. I can't think of anything religious to say. I just want you to know that having this weight loss surgery has been the single best thing that I've ever done, besides accepting Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior and deciding to bear my children. Those were the best things that I've ever done in my life. And then comes that surgery. This has been game changing. It has been life changing. It's been mind changing. My mind has changed. I walked through the grocery store and I walked right past the cupcakes, right past the donuts, right past all the goodies. I walked down the cake aisle and didn't put a can of icing in my buggy that I would be dipping my finger in, eating on the way home. I didn't do that. I gave in to the patty pie, but I can't deprive myself completely of everything, because then I'll backfire. I'm not trying to do that to myself. I am not setting myself up to fail. I want this to be a lifelong change for me. And I think I'm getting there. I got my 64 ounces of water. I got my Sobe water here. I got my two bottles of water in my bag. I'm ready to go. So I'm doing good, everybody. People have told me that because I'm working out, I'm using the weights, and because I'm walking, I'm gaining muscle. And I can actually see the muscles in my thighs. They're kind of shaped like the chicken wing. And I have to show you one day. But I have muscles. I even got muscles in my arms. Who would have thought? Maybe I'll start boxing too. Ooh, that'll be interesting. But anyway, that's all I got, y'all. It is my 8-month surgiversary, and I am doing good. I am exercising more often. I am loving it. I'm eating better. I'm cheating less, and I'm loving me completely. So I'll see you next time. All right, see you in a month. Bye.